Okay, I Saw the Devil. It stars the guy who, from an American standpoint, we would know him as Storm Shadow from the G.I. Joe movies. Ironically, in this movie, with him being the main protagonist, he shows such a fantastic range it's almost maddening. So you begin with there's a guy who is a rapist, serial killer, cannibal, normally in that order, who is killing people and then harvesting their meat for him to eat and for his family to eat. One of his victims ends up being the fiance of a special agent. The special agent goes through the process of finding all the people associated with him and then exacting a specific level of revenge on them. I mean, he's beating these people to an absolute bloody pulp, and it's done in a very strict by the book. It's not glorifying this at all. This is one of them. He captures a guy. He takes a wrench to the guy's genital region and pretty much destroys him. And then he finally finds the guy, and he breaks his wrist. But he's not done there. He decides he's going to kind of let him go. And every now and then, when you least expect it, he's going to get attacked. So he attacks this guy several times to try to get that fear and to try to get as much revenge as he can out of this one guy's life. The interplay between the guy who was doing all the killing and the special agent is fantastic. You know, they do a really great interplay of going back and forth. So you have a guy who's trying to get out all of his aggression through a justified level of vengeance and revenge against a person who has absolutely zero remorse for what he's doing and doesn't care what happens to him, what happens to his family. So you've got the entirely remorseless, unrepentant person doing this, and he's being hunted by the guy who's trying to find some level of, vengeance and justice in doing this. I've seen quite a few movies where this sort of scenario happens, and there's always that level of, even though you're getting this level of revenge, level of vengeance, it just doesn't seem to really quite be as satisfying. And that's nice about this movie. It follows that same trend where, I'm going to make your life absolutely miserable. And the person you're doing this to just goes, fine, whatever. That interplay makes this movie absolutely fantastic to watch, and an absolutely beautiful movie when it comes to the Korean horror thriller genre.